Hey there, soldier, and welcome back to more Let's Play Ogre Battle 64, person of lordly caliber, with me, Amoy, as your host, as usual. And unlike usual, we actually have sound this time around. Yes, we do. Go! And kill him! Wait, it's a knight of the Western Division? Fear not the pain, fear not death! You have no other choice but to defeat them! Now go! Huh. Well, as we can see, it's a knight, and the three other characters, they're Bolmokins. And yes, they are black. I don't know if it was intentional that the Bolmokins be black and slaves, but yeah, they are. I don't know if, as I said, it was intentional or it just happened to be that way. They wanted to make them different people. I don't know, but I guess the creator of the game will be the one who decides, and we lose. Damn it. So yes, we actually have sound this time around. It might be a bit wonky at first, the first few episodes we have with sound, as I get used to it. But, well, it'll work out eventually. I'll try to make it work out. Oh, nice, critical hit. So yes, these Bolmokins guys, they look a lot like ninjas. And they fight like so. They fight like ninjas. Except when they're in the back row. As you can see with that guy I critical hit in the back row, he attacks several times, slashes several times with his claws. I believe it's called Rend. Yeah. It's slightly more powerful than a single attack like they do in the first and second row. For some reason. Anyway. We had Russell, but he lost. Now we have Monday going after him for a second time. And yes, they are slaves, and while personally I will try to free them, and you can actually do that in the game if you choose your cards right, if you play your cards right. Up to this point, we don't have any choice but to kill them, sadly. And you cannot have any of your ninjas or any of your characters really change class into a Bolmokin. It can never happen. What could happen though is you may eventually, again if you play your cards right and do the right thing, which I will show you, you may recruit one Bolmokin. Just like Troy, you need to find him, you need to do certain things to actually recruit him. And I will try to get him on our side. He's not overly powerful, but he can be a unit leader, so that can be used. It can be useful. And speaking of unit leader, that's all there's left on the enemy's side, so let's just keep going after him. Oh, we'll level up all over, well, all over the first row. That's good. It's good, it's good, it's good. And yes, I am aware of this thin bar on the left side of the screen. You know, sort of like a checkered flag of sorts. Yeah, that's because I didn't select the area, the bounds of recording quite properly. I moved a bit just before clicking. So, yeah, I guess you'll have to deal with it for this episode. It's not that big of a problem with all the other graphic glitches we've seen before. Yeah, and there we go, he's down. So yes, what do you think of the sound? We actually have friggin' sound, so if I don't speak for a bit, well, you can at least enjoy the sound. Oh, and Rupture Rose, that's good, that's good. It's a whip, so we don't really have anyone who can equip them yet, but it's a pretty good weapon. And now I sent Troy up there so he could deal with a certain flyer coming from the north, which we can see, not right now, but on the world map. Well, the area map, really. We can see it. Alright, and yeah, some soldiers, not a problem. A ferry, not a problem. The clerics in the back row, though, that could be a problem. It's going to take a while. Especially since we've got a unit here that cannot attack the back row. So we cannot damage the cleric. So, since they can't reach the leader, they automatically change to autonomous. They don't actually change it, they still remain as attack leader, the strategy, but when they can't, it's by default autonomous. So what you could do is just change it to, yeah, let's move him on to here. You could change it to, say, attack weakest, so that you can kill the weakest link in, say, the soldiers here, so you can take them out faster before the cleric can heal them. However, since they're soldiers, there's another thing you can do. As you can see now, we have a group of 3 and a group of 2. Now the group of 2 has 75 HP left. They can not recover more than that, I think, because, well, that third soldier is dead. We killed him last fight. And because of that, well, that takes 1/3 of their whole HP down, so they will always remain at 75 even if they keep getting healed every turn. So in turn, it's a good thing to take out the soldiers, because you deal unhealable damage if you kill the soldiers. Yeah. Might be a bit confusing as I say it right now, but it makes sense if you understand what I'm saying. If you don't, well, I don't know. So yes, I'm also sending Melinda down south, much like Troy sent him up north, for the same reason. Alright, and here, well, yeah, let's try and explain it a little more clearly. Say you have 3 soldiers, and they have a total of 99 HP together. That means that every one soldier of that group of 3 soldiers has 33 HP each. So, if with your own unit you manage to deal, say, 33 damage or more to a group of soldiers, oh nice, Amazon, then you will kill one of the soldiers off, and since they cannot revive them, then they cannot never recover their HP. Now let's move that Amazon around, because we do want her to shoot twice, not just once. Yes, see those sparkles? That's because they recovered their stamina. Yes, probably with an angel fruit or something like that. Right, so of course now they're trying to heal their weakest, which is that single soldier. But I think we kill him. Yep, killed him. So now their second weakest would be the ferry, yes. Well, because normally it would have been the soldiers, but again, as I said, there was one down. So I think that their max was like 76 with 2 soldiers. So it was only missing like 2 HP, but a ferry was missing like 4 or 5. So in turn that was the weakest. So the most HP that could be healed by the cleric. And that's why the cleric automatically targeted that one. Okay, so as we can see now, there's a flyer down south for Melinda to fight. Actually, see, there's this one, Edgar. There's Yoko's target. No, not Zoe. Fry. Yeah, Fry. And there's the one that Dremonde is about to hit here. Hogan. Yes. And up north, Hendrickson, that Troy will have to face. So yes, these 4 flyers are, well, flying units, really. And since they're all flying creatures within the units, it makes them a sky type, so they can cross any terrain, even rivers, at the same speed. They'll get a bit more fatigue than someone would normally, like say, has a mountainous terrain type. If those would cross, highways, then they would lose slightly less. They would gain slightly less fatigue than the flyers do by flying around, since it's a bit more tiring than just walking. However, it's worth taking the extra fatigue because you can cross any terrain: mountain, forest, snow, swamp, rivers, anything really. Aside from, of course, the borders of that current map that you can't cross. But yeah, flyers are pretty good. Unfortunately here, they're against us. And yes, the enemy is sending, well, the Western Division, is sending us 4 flyers at once, and they're all headed for the headquarters. Our headquarters, of course. So that's why I sent out Troy and Melinda, that I still kept Magnus at the headquarters. Just in case, because if you don't see them and don't expect them, and send out all of your troops, leaving you, we're attacked from the side. Well, that was odd. That was pretty odd. Well, even then, see, look at this. Double lightning, 46 damage. We almost killed her. She heals up, but it's 44, so we can still kill her, I think. Yep, another 46. Double lightning. So even if Yoko's unit is attacked from the side, it's still a big threat. So don't piss off Yoko. Yeah, gotta love Yoko. So yeah, what I was saying is that, yeah, if you send out all of your units to, do a big push forward, and again, they recovered stamina. If you send out all of your units to do a big push forward and try to rush for the enemy headquarters, for like a speed run, and don't leave anyone protecting your headquarters, you just might get screwed and have one of those flyers just fly over to your headquarters and capture it, which means, of course, game over. So that's why you have to be careful in this particular scene. As they said in the last episode, it is raid, and they will try to do about anything to give us some payback, And now Troy was about to run away, but that's because the enemy, his target, Hendrickson, was across the river still. And since Troy cannot cross the river, and since it's AI, he won't just stay there until the other guy comes, since I ordered him to go after him. Well, he was going to try to go around the river, cross the bridge, which was pretty far to the west. So I had to micromanage and grab him and make him look up north. Otherwise he could have get hit in the back, and that could have been pretty bad for this unit. Yeah. In general, you don't want any of your units attacked from the back. Oh, now this time he didn't heal any stamina. He healed his front Hawkman. It was like 28 or 29 HP now. It's at, well, it was back to full HP. So yeah. Ah, critical hit. Damn it. Alright, so we're getting close to the end of the episode here. a little over 15 minutes, but it's not over 15:30, so it should be fine, I hope. So, yeah, we win, and now he's going to be stuck against the corner there, I think. Even though he could be pushed over the river, he's stuck against the edge. So, see you next time, soldier.